If you're watching this episode on video, I have a disclaimer. I am a dummy and have the wrong camera settings on, so this entire episode, my shot looks like a home movie from the 2000s. If you're not watching this episode on video, then disregard. And either way, enjoy the episode. Bro, X Factor, episode 15.
We have a set.
Dude, it looks good.
I know. I'm so happy.
Now that we are actually in our studio, our set, we have to take it seriously because Khalil and Sierra are still way ahead of us.
I know they are. I know.
So,
I hate that you say their name.
Real quick, reminder that in the beginning of this year, we made a bet. Whoever has the most followers on social media on the podcast page gets to dare the other team to do something on their podcast. We never decide what it is.
Okay, I was
but I have something.
You have an idea? What is this?
Okay, so I made a contract.
Okay, let's.
So this is like a legitimate contract here. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's a lot of legal speak. But it says, guess how I wrote this.
Oh, ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. So it says this agreement, effective of the date of its execution today, is made between X Factor, hosted by Elena and Xander, hereinafter referred to as X Factor. And ChatGPT is great at this. And Dude. Embarrassing Podcast, hosted by Khalil and Sierra, hereinafter referred to as Embarrassing Podcast. Okay. Both parties, just we're signing it. And we need them to sign it. You
need to tell me what it says. And you don't have to. Okay,
I'll cut it. But both parties agree to.
Is this like a prenup?
Sign it right here. And go ahead and sign it right there.
I don't like we gotta work on that.
All right. So Khalil and Sierra, boxers like sign the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my next topic I want to talk about real quick, and it's going to be brief, is my roommates are moving out in about a month and a half. And I have an announcement to make. Elena actually just signed the lease for next. God, we got both of our.
You're so stupid.
About a month and a half. This is the official lease.
Is the lease agreement, bro?
Yeah. So
my mom and dad are gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Congratulations!
Oh my God! You made me sign it in Sharpie. That's so funny. Or it's gonna be like, "Damn! Finally, someone made her move out."
Well, anyways.
Does the top one actually say like the X Factors? I didn't even read it. What's wrong with me?
I didn't memorize that. No, that says everything. It's just the one you signed was.
I noticed too, but I was like, I wonder why he did this. It's so weird.
I was so nervous. I was like, please don't see the under the paper.
I was gonna move it, but I was like, I don't know. Oh my freaking God. That's actually so funny.
We're roommates now.
And they were roommates.
All right, let's try this drink. Let's try this drink.
Oh yeah. So we have the Sun Lab Sun Phase Blonde Ale. We're in the mood for summer. It's Gemini season, or it's coming up. I don't know. Let's go. Wait, cheers.
Cheers. Let's try it. It's what?
I was just swindled. Like, I just think it's funny.
It smells.
Oh, I love it. Just a blonde ale. I like beer.
Dude, Elena's a professional reviewer.
Me?
I love it. I like beer.
I like it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's light. We're used to drinking IPAs on the show. Anyways, so we're dressed in summer apparel.
Yes.
Because it's summer. I've been realizing something. It's been an ongoing trend conversation on social media, on TikTok. And I'm going to take these off now. But, by the way, are these yours?
No, not mine.
I don't know whose these are. But anyways.
If you see them, come collect. Come collect your glasses.
Everyone talks about how there's no like start and end to life right now because when you're a kid, there's like a start and end to everything.
Yeah.
You have a school year
and summer vacation,
and then like semesters and then 9 weeks and then like there's a schedule. It's consistent. Yeah. Now though, there's no start and end to anything.
I mean, you just got to create your own, bro. That's why it's so important. I feel like as you grow up to like celebrate birthdays, to celebrate holidays, it's so important. I hate when people are like, oh, like my birthday doesn't matter. No, it does. Like you got to have reasons to like all of the summer holidays, the 4th of July, like all that stuff. Like it should be like super celebrated. And that's why it's about romanticizing your life every single day. Like daily stuff. Like otherwise you'll.
So what are some examples of daily things you can do? Because we talked, and kind of ties into last week how we talked about a third place, somewhere you go to just
yeah.
enjoy things. But one of the biggest things I think for me, it's very important to see yourself getting better at something, because it's really easy.
Yeah.
There's so many things you do in life, right? And it's really easy to just get in the routine of something.
Yeah.
And you don't see, like at your job, do you ever see you might the first 6 months see yourself growing a lot because you're learning the job and you're learning a lot of new skills and things like that. But after that, it just kind of becomes mundane. So I think it's so important to learn something. And my something was like salsa lessons.
Oh, yeah.
It was like so freaking cool to tangibly see an increase in skill in something that I was like dedicating so much time.
And it's such a social skill. Like you can use it all the
Yes,
time. And I know you do
so many
use it all the time. So yeah. No, I think actually this is a perfect spot for me to talk about it. I've recently started, very recently, too late in my life, started cooking, like really cooking, like really cooking actual things that like you can taste and like you won't like die or something like that. Because like I, up until this point, I'm not really sure that I've ever cooked chicken all the way through, which I know it's so bad.
We're just being exposing ourselves.
Dude, I'm sorry if you've ever had chicken from me. I'm so sorry. Like I can't promise anything, but I started last week. So I've also recently started liking spicy food, because I'm so soft when it comes to that. But buffalo chicken is like my favorite thing ever.
So good.
Last week, what I did was, all I do is sit on TikTok and like watch recipes. And what I did was I made like a buffalo chicken, but I used cottage cheese for the sauce. And I just like put buffalo sauce in the cottage cheese. And then I made chicken and like put that. It was amazing. It was so good. It wasn't even hard. I was like, why have I waited this freaking long to start cooking?
Yeah. And that is you getting better at something. So you're like, it makes you.
Yeah.
You can see improvement and like progression in your life.
I look forward to dinner every night. I'm like, what am I gonna make? I made orange chicken the other day. I had to freaking deep fry the chicken, which terrified me, like literally terrified me, because I had to put a bunch of oil in the pot or whatever. And I don't know what to do if there's a grease fire. I do not know. I know you're supposed to cover it. No water. No water. But they don't tell you what to do. They're just like, cover it if you can. Like, what if I can't?
I think you're supposed to have a fire extinguisher in your house.
No, because I looked that up too. I do have a fire. We do. My dad.
Yeah.
But we have. It says like not to use that because of the chemicals you can put in your kitchen or something. I don't know, dude. I don't know what to do. So I was like sitting there. I told my dad like 3 times. I was like, I kept going in his office, and I was like, hey. I'm cooking. He was like, okay. I was like, no, I'm cooking. Like, please be here. Like, what? I was like, what happens if I heat the oil up and I'm frying it, but it's not enough oil? He's like,
I gotta tell you something. I'm getting out of this contract. I'm taking the lease and throwing it away. I'm ripping it apart. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Roommate applications are opening.
Oh my God.
I'm so scared.
He's like, and with that, we're done. No, but my dad was just like, I was like, what happens if I need to put more oil in it? He was like, put more oil in it. Like, I know he thinks I'm stupid, but like, I was so afraid. So I kept watching it. Like, literally this chicken is frying and I'm just standing there like hoping that everything's good. And it was delicious. It literally tasted just like takeout orange chicken. It was amazing. And I was like, I'm so excited. Like and I want to make it for people too. That's
the only thing I like about cooking. Like cooking and enjoying it myself is like, but then there's so much cleaning up.
Oh.
There needs to be more reward than it tasting good. So I need to make it for people.
Here's the thing though, I clean while I go, and it's so satisfying at the end.
Yeah.
Being done and everything's pretty much clean.
100%.
But Aura the other, like last week, she was like, I feel like we've gotten to that age. We're 25, right? You're almost 25. She's like, I feel like we're 2 weeks. Gemini King. She was just like, I feel like we're at the age where like now, like when we go to people's houses, we should be bringing things.
Yeah, 100%.
Which I know, but I literally straight up told her, I was like, I will never be that person. I'm never going to cook. I was like, all right, just forget it. I'm buying something or I'm bringing alcohol. Like, I will never be the person that cooks. Now I'm like, who can I invite over to make this orange chicken for?
No joke, 2 weekends ago.
No, I know. But like, this is my problem. That's not a problem, but like, I find a hobby and I'm like, this is my life. This is my personality now. So it was crocheting. I made one beanie. And now it's cooking. I made one meal. So
what's next?
I have made like 2 or 3 meals, and my next meal on the list is lo mein. I follow this girl who was on what's that Gordon Ramsay show now? Next Level Chef. She was on it. She's so cool. I think her name is Cassie. She's so cool. I love her.
Yeah, I get it. It is a cool feeling when other people enjoy your food as well.
Yeah.
Love it. But like I said, the reward for me and the cleanup, it's like work. So I don't know. I just like cooking for people. And plus when you cook for people, it's like common for like, you cook, someone else cleans, so like I like that, like,
Oh, I really don't mind cleaning.
Because hand washing dishes is my least favorite chore in the entire world.
Oh, really?
I hate it.
I don't mind it too much. Again, for me, the biggest thing is like, well, excuse me. For me, the biggest thing is like, I don't want somebody in my kitchen while I'm cooking. Go away. My mother, first and foremost, will walk in, grab the spatula. And I know, so she's giving me really good advice. And I know that. But for some reason, like, I'm already stressed. I think I put too much pressure on myself when it comes to cooking. And that's why it took me this long to start cooking. Because, like, I'm going to, like, well, how, I need to, like, in my head, I'm like, I need it to be mathematical. I'm like, so how long do you cook the rice for? My mom's like, you cook it till it's done. I'm like, what do you mean? What does that mean? Like,
I time everything as well.
Oh, I need to. But now, like, honestly, dude, I didn't even have like, oh, and that's another thing. When I get a hobby, I like, this is why, as my financial advisor, you're not gonna be happy about this. This is why whenever I get a new hobby, I'm like, I need to get all the things for it. Like once I get into it, I'm like, and I've stopped. Like I'm not that intense. Like I was gonna buy a wok the other day, and I was like, you've cooked one time in your life, like you don't need that. But I bought like, in my family, we don't even have freaking like, the measurement spoons. We don't have that. So
my grandma actually measures nothing as well. She just like goes for it.
Which I did. I made my orange chicken basically just like that, and it was still really good. So, but no, I got measurement spoons. I got chopsticks, like actual reusable wooden ones. Yeah. But I don't know.
And that is exciting. That's cool of you. That's awesome. In my perfect world, I would love to have a private chef for dinner. Not 3 meals a day because that's ideally, yeah. But for dinner for a private chef. And then for breakfast, it's like fine. Breakfast is like the easiest meal, so you can like cook something easy. I don't mind cooking breakfast. Lunch, something like, I don't know, what are those things you order, like meal prep or whatever, and like it comes to you. Yeah. That's my perfect world. I would like to never cook.
I really thought I was always going to be that type of person. Right now, I'm just having a lot of fun with it. But I'm having a lot of fun. Like the reason I got into it is because I want to like cook like Chinese takeout meals. Like that's what I'm really into right now. So, and also like, conversely, like crunch wraps. I want like Taco Bell at home. So,
no, I get that. The thing is too, like I value a lot, and I said this earlier, I value time as well. Yeah. So if you're doing it for fun, for a hobby, I totally understand that, like for sure. But I don't want to do I don't want to, my hobby, I don't want to have to do it for survival. Right. Like I don't have to do it every single day. Right.
I actually saw the craziest TikTok the other day. You just said that you really value time, and it reminded me of, speaking of, just need to point out, TikTok changed their font, and I literally thought it was broken. I had to I closed out of it like twice, and I was like, what is this font? I don't like it. Do you like it?
I don't like it because it's weird. It threw me off. Yeah.
I don't want that. Not on my app that I go on for fun.
Dude, the what is it, UI changes for every app all the time, I hate the changes, but give it a week, don't even realize it anymore.
It's still like,
it's crazy to me that there's people making full livings. There's experts at this. Like they changed the font for a reason. I don't know the reason, but there's a very psychological or whatever business move reason why they changed the font.
Yeah, but they're not always right.
They're testing things, of course. That's like, the Instagram thing everyone hated when the shopping tab was like on the bottom of the one of the options. What is that? But now it's not even there. And I didn't even realize they took it out until recently. I was like, wait, where's that tab now?
Well, so anyway, I was on TikTok and I saw this guy, and he was like, money is not the thing that you value most. Like you think it is, it's not. He goes, okay, if I said I'd give you $1 million today, but you died tomorrow, like, would you take it? And everyone was like, no. He was like, okay, so you value time more than money. He's like, if I give you $1 million today, but you had to be sick the rest of your life, like, would you take it? And everyone was like, no. And he was like, okay, so you value your health more than money. If I told you, you'd get $1 million every single day, but your mom, your wife, your sister, somebody died, like, would you take it? And everyone was like, no. And he was like, okay, you value relationships more than money. And it was like 2 more things that I honestly can't remember, but the way he was speaking, like, I don't usually have like motivational stuff on my For You page. Dude, I was sitting there, I was like, oh my God, he's so right. Like, it's just crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, I want money, but like, it really time is really the biggest thing that like,
dude, is the biggest thing. Yeah. That's what everyone says. Every like Gary Vee, he's like I talked about him before, entrepreneurial guy. And he was like, I would give anything to be able to be younger again, because guess what, you can have $1 billion, but you don't have the time is the one thing that you can't exchange. When it's gone, it's gone.
I don't know, it put a lot of things into perspective too. It's like, why waste any time like in your life? I don't know, it was just like super, like when I was listening to it, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, and also here's another thing that I think about very often, like beauty standards. There was like another TikTok of the Kardashian trailer came out for like the new season. It was amazing, by the way. Super like actually pretty riveting. A really good trailer. They did a really good job. But one of them was Kylie Jenner was in the trailer and she was talking about, she's like, we need to talk about like the standards that we set for beauty, like the impact we have on beauty standards in the world, which is really cool for her to say. And I really thought about like, you know, beauty standards, time, all that stuff, especially for women. And do you know the girl who plays Daenerys Targaryen on Game of Thrones? Emilia Clarke?
I think
the blonde
so.
girl.
Yeah.
White hair.
Super pretty?
Yeah. Gorgeous. Yeah. Thank you for saying that, actually, because that's my point. So now, like, she has wrinkles and stuff. She's much older than like she was when she was playing, like, but what was this, 10 years ago? I don't freaking know. She's older. She's aged. And people were like, talking about it, and I think she posted a picture, and the caption was like, it is a privilege to get older, like it's a privilege to age, which is so true. Like having wrinkles is a privilege. Like think about how many people like are obsessed with, you know, getting rid of their wrinkles, whatever, all that stuff, and looking young, and then there's people that like don't live past like what we are, like age. I don't know.
I just had this conversation at dinner this past week with my family. And age is such a taboo topic to talk about. Like,
I know.
People don't like getting old. So real quick, a story. When we went to Lake Wales like a while ago, my dad's band was playing, and they've been playing since like 1998, which is like the year I was born, right? So he always brags to his friends, not brags, but he always says like oh, like we were playing when my son was born. Like it was just a cool fact, right?
Yeah.
So one of his friends was like dancing in the crowd or whatever, and came up to me and was like, yeah, so I remember like I was watching this band like in 1998.
Yeah.
And just a fun fact that, again, my dad always says, I said it. I was like, yeah, they've been playing for a long time. That's literally when I was born. And she goes, you shouldn't tell people that or something. And I was like, I realized that it's a woman and I shouldn't have said, oh yeah, you were listening. I was born. Like I'm a grown person, right?
That's cringe.
No, 100%. I get it.
No, it doesn't matter. That's so cringe. Like, shut up. Like, what do you mean? Are you not aware that it's been 25 years? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I think that's so cringe. Like, get over it. Like, I don't know. What's the problem with aging? It's all such a mindset.
Aging is like the only thing, because like there's other taboo things that you can't talk about, or like not appropriate to talk about, like weight, like occasionally like there's some things that you don't bring up. Age, though, is one of the things that like no matter who, everyone gets older. It's just a fact of life.
It's true. Everybody ages. So what are we joking about? Like, what are we had? That's why, like, and here's the thing that's crazy to me is so many celebrities who have so much money. Like, you think plastic surgery would be better. Like, it's just botched. It just looks terrible. And it's like, why? Like, I get it. I'm sure they're under a lot of pressure, and like people, I'm sure it's not easy for like people to talk about you changing and stuff, but it's just like, come on, guys. Like, again, it's a privilege to be older.
You know what a lot of celebrities are doing now, though, which is like so interesting, is like they're doing like routine, like stem cell therapy always.
Oh, that stuff is incredibly interesting. Actually, I saw this past week. Did you know they are doing stem cell like rejuvenation of your uterus? So women like after menopause can have kids. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it. It's
insane. It's stem cells are like it's brilliant.
It's crazy that stem cells are natural. Like they literally take it from like what do they take it from, like what's it called?
God, dude, don't bone marrow?
No. They literally take it from placenta.
Oh.
When like
please scratch out when I said bone marrow. I'm being so serious right now.
That's a thing too, though. They do.
I know, but I don't remember. Just get rid of it.
No. Listen, they do extract blood from like certain areas of your body and like spin it to where it's only like the PHP or the I forget what that stands
Plasma?
for, but whatever. And it's just like the healthy part, the regenerative part, and then they inject it back like you can get it in your head for like hair growth and stuff like that. But it's just crazy that like it's a natural thing, right? You're taking it from something else, putting it in this area of your body, and your body is like taking that in and rejuvenate. Like that is the human body is insane, is what I'm saying.
Do you think they're going to be able to cure aging? I fully do.
Well, I think they already are with this, at least cure in what aspect? Like, I don't think live forever.
No, but well, I mean, eventually.
Maybe, yeah. Cloning is so real. I just saw a YouTube video that like you can clone your dog for like $15,000. Like, yeah, that's possible.
Interesting.
Would you do that?
I don't know. I think so. If it was
genetically the same exact thing.
I don't think they would have the same personality though, because remember, there's the nature versus nurture argument.
Yeah,
I think I would do it. I would do it for sure. 100%. It's a pet. Like I'd be like, this is fun.
Yeah.
Do you remember, trivia question?
What?
Do you know the name of the animal that they first cloned? I think it's the first thing they cloned ever.
I think the animal was a horse.
Nope. A horse? You thought of the biggest animal you could. The first thing they clone is a horse?
A gerbil, a rat.
No.
Oh.
A sheep. What's her name?
Sheep.
Dolly.
Dolly?
Yeah.
That's a fun fact.
And I think it was the first. But it's one of the first, if not. But I'm pretty sure it's the first.
That's so interesting. Dude, tell me how social media, TikTok, the game is changed. We talked about this before, but I want to bring this up because it's huge. It's big.
I'm like, you're putting people on.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. Well, yeah. I guess it's not technically unlimited. But
Stop.
What?
Damn it.
What?
This would have been a perfect segue for my first topic. Right, what we were just talking about.
What? Go ahead. So you do
I just need to say it. I just literally just needed to get off my chest. And again, you gave me a platform to do that.
Okay.
I finally canceled my pet insurance for my fish.
Bro, I don't care about the cancellation of it. I want to know about the starting, the signing up for this pet insurance.
So I went to Petco. This was like, again, peak single era. And I was like, I'm going to get myself a fish because like, need me a little live-in boyfriend. So I got a little fish. I got a beta fish. And the guy was like, if you get pet insurance for the fish, you save like this much on the aquarium. And I was like, oh, I don't know how to say no. So I got it.
How much do you save on the aquarium?
I don't remember. It was like $30, $40, which was a lot. The aquarium is ridiculous.
I mean, the insurance was what, $5 a month?
10.
Oh, yeah. No. So you pay that back in 3 months. It's literally a
literally-
payment plan. He put you on a payment plan. The payment plan that never ends. You just keep paying.
And the fish died like 3 weeks later. I just kept paying.
What does it cover? What does it cover?
I don't
The
know.
vet for your beta fish?
I don't know. I don't
That's
really know. I didn't
crazy.
ask any questions.
I wonder if it was life insurance. So if it dies, you can get another fish.
I think it was.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think
You're
it
like,
was.
yeah, it makes sense. That was
But here's the thing. Beta fish are like $4. So it just like doesn't make sense. You do get like 20% off. I've been telling everybody that has a pet, I'm like, yo, you guys need it. Like I can use it on like any food. Like please, nobody takes me up on it. But I finally there's no way to easily cancel. You have to email them. So I was like, Francis died. And they were like, we're so sorry to hear that from the bottom of our hearts. Like we canceled your pet insurance. I was like, okay, yeah. So 6 months later.
That was your reason of canceling. So they would have said you can get a new fish if it was like life insurance. So no, it wasn't that. So I don't know what it was.
Maybe I would have just been like, I'm too heartbroken over this fish. I can't look at another one for a long time. Anyway, I just had to say that because I was like, oh my gosh, I just need to tell somebody. But yeah, no more pet insurance for me. I did buy pet insurance for a fish.
Okay.
I'm a responsible pet owner. Anyway, social media
TikTok.
changed.
Dude, TikTok.
Okay.
It used to pay 2 cents per 1,000 views.
Okay.
Which is nothing. Like
Right.
literally pennies. 2 pennies.
That is pennies, yeah.
2 pennies.
Two of
per
them.
1,000 views. And the most views I've ever gotten on TikTok was 50 million views in a month.
Please don't make me do that math.
Well, I'll tell you what I made from that. I don't know if it was exactly 2 cents at this point, but $1,600 that I made for 50 million views. That is so many views.
Yeah.
$1,600, right? They just released a new creator fund. It's called the Creativity Program. And now for videos over 60 seconds, so that's the stipulation. It has to be over 60 seconds.
Are most of yours are over 60 seconds?
So no, they're literally all 59 seconds because, okay, this is the crazy part too. So the reason I made it 59 seconds is so I can post it on Instagram Reels, which is only 60 seconds max.
Okay.
And YouTube Shorts, which is only 60 seconds max.
Oh,
But
okay, interesting. Oh, so that's genius.
Right,
They
yeah.
want to be competitive. They don't want you
They
on
don't
all
want
these
you
other
on
ones.
the other ones. Yes.
That's
Crazy.
really smart of TikTok,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Wow.
Granted, I think it's a matter of freaking seconds before Instagram
No, well,
adds
also,
that.
no, too, but that also, like, just freaking make it cut at 60 and then add a little bit more content for TikTok or whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, you can still do something like
Yeah,
that. But
that's a little, a little harder to do though.
I'm sure, but still doable. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah. So, has to be over 60 seconds, which is kind of annoying too, because now you can't even monetize under 60 seconds. Like you can't go back to the regular creator fund after you get this one.
Oh.
So now you can't monetize under 60, which I think is kind of messed up with TikTok because now you, like I said, you can't monetize off of it. Even a little bit, even the 2 cents.
Oh, and
But
that's hard for like, again, I think about the cooking videos I watch. That's not more than 60 seconds.
possibly, yeah.
It
But
can be, but I'm just saying.
my videos though are, like I said, a lot of times I'll edit them in like a minute and 10 seconds and like, shoot, let me cut it down a little bit. So
Okay,
it's
so
already
good.
above a minute,
Yeah.
which is really ideal. But now they are paying anywhere from like, I guess the lower end is like 30 cents per thousand views, but that's rare. The ones I've been seeing on Twitter, like of people like screenshotting their earnings and everything, is anywhere from like 80 cents to $1.15 per thousand views, which is literally,
That is insane.
that means for every million views you get around a grand, around $1,000 for a million views. So that month that I made
$50,000.
that's what I would have made. That is literally what, in 1 month. And guess what? That was my highest month. Guess what the next month was? 40 million. The next month, 20 million. The next one, 30 million. That would have been, I'm telling you, I missed out on hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You need to delete every contact off your phone except for mine and just sit here and freaking grind. And then I come over, we do this and we grind on this. And then you go back to that desk right there. And that's all you do.
Dude.
Like I would literally clear your schedule except for your birthday. And I'm so serious. Like,
I know.
You cannot give that opportunity up.
The
We
opportunity
cannot
is
give that
crazy.
opportunity up. I should learn how to edit. I'm quitting my job. Ethan, if you see this, putting in my 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
No, for real though, like I really like that's even more incentive to grow this platform if we can. And
Dude,
like
I know. So the stipulation is you have to have 100, or the
Right.
requirement, you have to have 100,000 followers and 100,000 views in the past month, which is the same. Basically, if you have 100,000 followers, you obviously have that many views too.
Okay,
So yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, we could grow this,
Bro,
do that.
anything I can do to help, like seriously, like you can even like scratch this out, but I really should learn how to edit and like, just start doing that, because I think if we pumped out, I don't know how much quantity over quality like helps on TikTok. So like maybe like pumping out like 10 clips an episode isn't good.
No, that's TikTok is like a lottery. Like every lottery ticket you buy, there's one more chance to go viral, one more chance to win, right?
So it is
you can
good.
literally, people post 5 times a day. A lot of people do that.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can absolutely do that.
I know it's a lot of editing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, what if there was
Well, in
two of
my
us?
perfect world, I really think that you could edit the episode as in like, because it's very easy. It's just switching camera angles and cutting out certain things that we say, whatever. The YouTube, when we're cutting it for TikTok and Shorts, that's the part that like a lot of more advanced editing goes into it.
Yeah, and I'm not like there.
So I think you could do the switching camera thing 100%. If we like, okay, this is going to a lot of specifics. We don't have to talk about this now, but I really do think if we use this and treat it as a business where we have deadlines, where we have to-dos, where we have things that are required, we have to do them, 100% can be a business.
Let's sit down tomorrow night on Discord and talk it out. Or tonight, but one of them. Probably tomorrow night because this will be late.
100%.
But I would love to like sit and actually make a plan.
But you know what's crazy? So TikTok, you know, $1 is a lot for TikTok now.
Yeah.
But YouTube, obviously like longer form content. Like,
is it crazy now?
bro. So you remember like 88 cents is crazy per 1,000 views on TikTok. 88 cents. There are people that are making upwards of $20 to $40 for 1,000 views.
How do they make the choice of who gets that much money?
So on YouTube, it depends on your type of content. So basically at these companies, say you're Coca-Cola and you want your ads on someone's videos. Okay. Are you going to pay, $40,000 to be put in front of freaking a day in my life vlog? Or would you rather put $40, your ad budget into someone talking about finance and credit cards and people, because everyone watching those videos are people that are going to spend money, right? So like the top, if you want to make $40 per 1,000 views, finance videos, those are the people that are making disgusting money on YouTube because ads want to put advertisements. Companies want to put advertisements in front of those
where people have money and they want to know
exactly
where to invest it. Interesting. I mean, not even to invest it, but just like they have money to spend.
So for instance, like David Dobrik, he does vlogs, funny videos, not educational, and curses a lot, right? A lot of companies won't spend a lot of money to be on those videos. So he probably makes, if anything, but he probably makes about like $5 per 1,000 views, which again, remember I said TikTok is $1, like 88 cents.
Yeah.
So $5 is still a lot, but that's how much you would make. And then again, like a finance person would make 40 per 1,000. It's just crazy.
That's ridiculous. That's so insane.
Yeah. The potential is endless.
So did we already talk about how we were like tried out for this reality show?
We didn't talk about it. No, I don't know if we should.
Shouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, never mind. So I saw this thing. Okay. So you watched The Bachelor.
Yeah.
I don't.
A few episodes.
Yeah. You dabble in it. I'm a Love Island gal. Love Island girly. I saw this thing on the news that said the Golden Bachelor is coming like at the end of this year.
What does that mean?
Older people.
Really?
Bachelor. Yes, I will tune in. Tuned in. And I want the ages to be ridiculous. I'm talking 70s, 80s. I'm not talking, don't give me like 40. Like, that's not golden. I want literal 80s. Like,
Is that, I'm
dentures.
Sure
I want dentures. I think it would be the most entertaining thing. Would you do it at that age?
If I was single, yeah.
I think I really don't think I would be on a reality show for like dating. I just like personally, I don't know. I don't want to do it. If I was 80, absolutely sign me up. Please. That would be the most entertaining thing ever. I cannot wait. Like, I seriously want them to be like old though.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like young, fit 60-year-olds. Like, I need 80-year-olds on this show.
Yeah. That's so sad, bro.
What if there's what if it's like their second marriage or
No, that's what's sad.
Dead?
That's
Bro,
exactly the point.
They're living their best life.
One of the best family channels on YouTube, Roman Atwood.
Yeah. You've told me about him.
His family's like goals. Like, if I could like imitate my family off of someone's, it would be his. They're so wholesome. They're so like nature, like naturey, and they have a cool backyard.
I love
it's
that.
So cool.
I really want to do that.
And their family's like very like even extended family, grandparents, all this stuff, very important to them. So his mom, this is really sad. His mom and his dad, they're still like together, right?
Yeah.
His mom died, who was the grandma of the family.
Yeah.
She like literally on a family vacation, like fell off a scooter and died. This was a long time ago, so it wasn't recent. But
That's so sad.
I'm just gonna guess that they were probably 60, 70 years old. And she died. So they've been married. They were their first husband and wives, like biological with the kids, the family, the whole families are.
Wait, you've told me this.
Within like, I think it was 6 months. So they'd been married, let's just say 60 years. Or no, maybe 50,
That's less,
50 years. Yeah. Let's just say that. Within like, I don't know the exact timeline, but within 6 months, he was remarried.
I'm just going to say it right now. My future husband, you are not allowed to remarry. I do not care if I drop dead the day after the wedding. Like, you better suffer for the rest of your life. Like, that's actually not technically true, but 50 years and
so he was on a podcast. Okay, actually go. you're just
I just think it's ridiculous. Well, like, honestly, also I have like a different not perspective on it.
Yeah.
My grandma passed away when I was like 2. And my grandpa was like, what, like 55 at the time? Like, he was not that old at all. Never remarried. Never had a girlfriend.
But that's sad to me.
I think so too. Like, I definitely think it's sad. I mean, like, I hope grandpa still like did his thing, a little bit. But I think, no, he never remarried. And it is sad. Like, it is for sure sad. But he had so many kids and he had like grandkids and he has family and stuff. And like, I feel like truly, if I like met the love of my life, like, I could see myself like dating someone, but I don't know if I could ever see myself marrying somebody again. But again, I can't judge people. I don't know how it is. It's just like when I was a kid, that was like would really mess me up. Like when I thought about like whatever afterlife, like heaven or whatever, I was always like, aren't you supposed to be with your one person? What if you have 2? Like,
yeah. Well, we talked about this last week. We talked about there's more than one, right?
Okay, but what do you do in heaven? I want to be with one of them. That's as a kid, I would always think, I'd be like, so which one do you get? Like, then what happens to the other one? I'm like, I know it's dumb, but my brain always went there.
Yeah, but okay, but if it were you, like if you were married to someone for 40 years, whatever, let's just say 10 years and you died, you wouldn't want them to be single the rest of your life.
No, that's true. It is true. Right? I just like, I don't know about marriage. I know that's silly. I know.
No, but I'm saying if you died, would you want them before you died? Like,
I know.
Would you want them to?
I don't know if I would want them to get married again.
You wouldn't?
If they're 60, what are you getting married for? 70, what are you getting married again for? Chill out and just date each other.
What's the difference?
Saying. I don't know. It feels like, like I'm your wife. Like,
wait, but what if they're younger? What if you die at 30 and then you're married by that point?
Oh, that's different.
How long
bro. You're like, I don't know what the limit is, but pack it up after a certain age. I don't know. You're right. Like, I really don't know the answer. I can't lie and be like, I wouldn't be jealous. I would definitely be jealous from the grave.
Be looking down like, dang.
Looking crazy. Up, actually. No. Jokes. But yeah.
But anyways, I heard so I thought that was like a crazy situation in itself. But then he went on a podcast. The dad went on like Roman's podcast, his son's podcast, and they talked about it. And dude, it even got weirder in my opinion because he was like, "Oh, I was like really sad, but then like I met this girl like pretty soon after, and then she would like come over." And he's like, one time, and they're like religious, a religious family, right? And he was like, and one time she was over, and then like the picture that I have on my nightstand or whatever of me and your mom was like face down. and he was like, I felt like that was her telling me that like to move on and to go on.
That was his new girl just going, I'm sick of this shit. Putting it down. Are you kidding me? That's not divine intervention. That's straight up your new girl saying, okay, that's enough of that. Like, it's been 6 months.
Speaking of, I really want to talk about last week really quick because that was the craziest thing. Dude, yes.
Oh my god.
So real quick story. So
oh my god, that was so cool.
Last week, real quick, this is my last topic, but
yeah.
Last week we talked about we were like arguing, we were debating on the podcast, right? Yeah. And so it was just like, it was just real conversation and we were like confronting each other, whatever.
One day we'll have a real argument. That was more of a civil, but go on. Just go on, Xander.
So we were having this debate, argument, whatever it was. And the whole episode, that was like the entire episode was just like being real, whatever. Our friend texted us and said, hey, just so you know, like, I listened to the podcast and I really liked how vulnerable you guys were being and how you confronted each other. And it was like not a big situation. You just were honest with each other.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's the whole point that we're trying to get across, but keep going.
Yeah.
Did I cut you off?
No. I was just about to be like, nothing. I'd be like, after someone else said that they didn't like the episode. But anyways.
It's okay. She's not going to listen to this anyway.
I'm like, this is far in the episode. She's not going to
listen to this anyway.
But anyways, she said our other friend said she really appreciated like how vulnerable it was and like how she wants to work on confronting people better. Yeah. Confronting people more and just being honest and transparent with something that bothers her. And then she said, for instance, my old roommate, I've been wanting, and it's been years since they've lived together. What, 3 years?
Maybe it has to be at least 3 years.
She was like talking about it. She's like, I really want to confront her because she was my best friend at one point and we fell off because she was a bad roommate. Then after she texts us in a group chat, 40 minutes later, her roommate from years ago texted her randomly.
It was the most insane thing. And she sent screenshots. So there's actual timestamps proving the story. But yeah, her old roommate texted her a giant, like
talking about like, hey, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I should have done this earlier, but I want to apologize for being a bad roommate. Yeah. Bro, this was again 40 minutes because we saw the timestamps 40 minutes after we had this conversation. And I even asked, I was like, did you text her first? She was like, no, this was out of the blue. This was random.
This is insane.
Like that is
divine intervention.
That is unreal. Like,
so here's what I'm gathering from this. This is now the second time on this podcast that we have manifested.
Manifested what?
Manifested something for somebody.
Oh.
Yeah. Alexandra was first.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
So I already know what I'm manifesting. I've already said it, but bleep this out. We're getting not only are we getting which means it's going to be inconvenient because I have to cancel freaking Kosovo and I have to cancel Egypt, but we're also going to period.
100%.
When that happens, we'll release it.
That whole thing was bleeped out.
Good. When it happens, we'll release it.
Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. This is X Factor episode 15. Next week is 16. 20 after that will be 46. Crazy. 36.
I can't freaking do math.
We'll see you guys next week. Like, comment, subscribe.
Peace.
Bye.
I can't remember if you say peace first or if I say peace. Or